BluntCut MetalWorks, February 26, 2021. A quick update. My heat treat currently at heat treat version 5J, and I am now prepare this pile for the heat treat 5K to maybe all the way to O. And so it's about 31 pieces here. These are test blade for cutting metal from 10 millimeter to 13 millimeter diameter of mild steel. And these are most of the steel mainly 1085, 6-piece W2, and 2-piece is the 52-100, and one is Crew Forge V. And this is 61 piece of 1085, which is represent about 20 set of the toughness impact test, a Sharpie with VM notch, mostly 120 thou to 136 thou thick. Anyway, so that is update on this. This one of these, okay, so basically my heat treat was been optimized for cutting metal. But here is a little blade. It's 120 thick, and it's 3 inch long here, and it's a full flat grind. Thickness behind the edge is 17 thou. Using Edge Pro, I sharpen wood at 18 degrees precise. It's fairly sharp. And basically, the heat treat right now, what we're looking for, is how you get the U point would offer high U point, U strength, and a big, good deflection amount. And so out of the heat treat, there should be a lot of toughness. Anyway, so that's not about cutting, simply cutting carrot and tomato. I have a need to cut. These are pork rib bone, and I want to cut it into small pieces. And the bone, some of the bone is large and some of the small bones. So like this piece is decent, and of course I cannot press through. And you don't do this with the back of the piece of the knife, but so go through here is nothing. The bone, the first piece, you go through the bone. There's some bone right there. And I'm going to speed up. I'm going to keep cutting, but I'm going to speed up this. The bone, the first piece, you go through the bone. There's some bone right there. And I'm going to speed up. I'm going to keep cutting, but I'm going to speed up this. Alright, so that cutting is done. I get wipe it, and I will cut phone book paper and see how it does. Anything cut. Pork rib bone is not that hard, so easy. Well, so that there are no meat involved. This is one of the bone here, and this is the soft end here, I think. Oh, okay, it's not that soft, but I will cut it so that you can see I go through the bone only, no meat. And the bone break, I mean, toward the end there, I mean, sometimes unpredictable a little bit, but not too bad. I want to make sure I clean this up because I don't want meat stuff everywhere outdoor. Alright, so that was oh well, just gotta do a quick test because I just did that bone smooth. Now I'm going to do a little harder test. Usually I like to see, I mean, it do some damage, but I'm not sure. I mean, to be reasonable, I mean, of course, again, I decided to go to cut metal for as the criteria test for the heat treat, but this is 1095. And so most of the time, what I'm looking for the edge is when you're this sharp, it should be able to, you can wheel some bone, right? And after you did some bone without collapsing the edge. A lot of times you say, well, you need to trade strength for toughness. This thing, because again, cutting metal, you need all the toughness you can get. Plus, you need all the strength you can get. So, anyway, so this is beef rib bone, and they've been sawed off here, and it's substantially harder than the pork, and you can see the way it's shattered. It looks like it cut at an angle. Not good, but oh well. So they enter and they go, boom, we got steering off. One more bone. I wouldn't recommend you try this with your knife. I mean, because this is cooked bone here, and it's not even fresh. But again, I mean, the rib, beef back rib here is actually it's quite hard. It's not hard as a femur bone, but it's challenging. Once I can enter, you can see you have to smack it fairly hard. So let's see if it's still sliced. After that got abused, it will just slice paper. No problem. Let me confirm it with the. Wait, carrot is too easy. How can it work confirm nothing? But imagine that you do thing and you go back and work again and make sure it works. Right? And say, okay, give me the tomato cut. Tomato skin cut. Thanks for watching.